First BAFTA of the night for a vital part of movie making.
We're here to celebrate.
Some of you are getting on my last God-given nerves.
Oh, really?
The fact that I have to come up here to...
Hold on, you don't have to come up here. You don't have to come up here, first of all. Especially not if it's getting on your last nerve.
The fact that I have to come up here to break down for you the ABCs 1, 2, 3 do-re-mis of racism. Because some...
Oh my God, that's too many references. ABCs and 1, 2, 3s and do-re-mis of racism. I think she's just exaggerating a little bit here, but let's give her a couple more minutes.
Some of you have the bombastic caucasity.
Oh my God. Bombastic? I know that word. Bombastic. You talking about whiteness? Hold on, does that mean like bad whiteness? I bet it does. Bombastic Caucasity. Let me look these words up real quick. Inflated, high-sounding, wordy, verbose. Okay, pompous. Caucasity. I like that one. That's like epicosity. Derogatory term, stereotypically white behavior like arrogance. Bold entitlement, lacking awareness. That's her, dude. She comes in, she's like, I am the goddess of racism. I'm going to tell you how it's going to be. And by the way, you are arrogant.
The fact that I have to come up here to break down for you the ABCs 1, 2, 3 do-re-mis of racism.
Kind of arrogant to think you can break down the alphabet and the number system. White privilege. Like the privilege you get for having a mental illness and accidentally having a tick go off. And your race has the privilege of being the only one that really can't say a certain word. Just happens to be the only one you can't say.
You have the bombastic caucasity to want to litigate the racial intent of a white man.
Litigate the racial intent of a white man. To want to litigate. That's what you're doing, isn't it?
The intent of a white man.
That's literally what you're doing. You can't really litigate the racial intent of somebody, right? I mean, I don't know. How do you look at intent? Why is she so mad? Why is she like doing this?
To want to litigate the racial intent.
That's some bombastic caucasity right there. Bombastic blacacity, dude. She got some bombastic blacacity.
Bombastic caucasity.
Some of you have the full of yourself whiteness.
And absolve him of racism because...
And absolve him of racism. Like, I'm assuming you're going to do the opposite.
To want to litigate the racial intent of a white man.
To want to litigate the racial intent of a white man. Yeah, why would you want to do that? I think you just wouldn't mention it. Why would you mention racism? That would imply someone is being said that they're racist, right? That's why you would want to litigate it.
And absolve him of racism because of his disability.
To absolve a white man of racism because of a disability.
I'm going to make time for you today. Let me say this in plain English because I'm not speaking
Thank God.
Latin or Swahili.
Oh.
John Davidson is a racist...
Hold on. Wait, what?
...white man with Tourette syndrome.
Hold on. Now I want to litigate. I have the bombastic caucasity. You're saying this guy is racist. For sure. You probably don't know this. He has a very rare condition called Tourette's, but it's a rare subsect of that. Coprolalia. You know it's funny because it's got lol in it. His whole life, he says the wrong thing to everyone. The most offensive thing to everyone in every situation. He's got beat up, thrown in jail. He met the queen and he said, F the queen. And the queen just smiled because she knew about his condition. He even got an award for being so helpful in his community with other people that have the same disease.
John Davidson is a racist white man with Tourette syndrome. And let me break this down for you.
Oh, let me break this down for you. Let me grace you with my breaking it down for you.
Tourette syndrome is a disability. Disability is not racism. And it does...
Really?
Disabilities aren't racism, man. No shit.
The Tourette syndrome
Tourette.
simply brings out what is already in the heart, mind, and soul of the person speaking.
Hold on. Tourette syndrome brings out what's in the heart? I've seen like a lot of like I guess that is kind of a heartbeat. I've seen like there's this one girl, she's at the airport and she's like, I have a gun. I have a gun.
I have a gun.
Mind and soul
Heart, mind, and soul. Okay, mind.
of the person speaking.
Yeah.
Because as a man thinketh, so is he.
Aha. Okay, sure.
Word nigga is not a Tourette syndrome condition. It is a racist condition.
She put it in the Tourette's people's mind just now, right? On purpose. And she didn't even censor that, by the way. She just said,
The word nigga.
that's not in the heart, mind, or soul. But she's put it in the mind. That's the place where you think of things, right?
It is a racist condition.
It's a racist condition to have the N-word in your heart, mind, or soul. Well, what if you're trying to like protect people from hearing it? That would be in your heart, right? You're like, you're trying to protect. So that would still put the word in your heart, right? Because you're like, I'm very passionate about protecting people from this word.
That word is in John Davidson's bank of vocabulary.
No shit. Hold on. I didn't know that he actually put that into his bank of vocabulary. This girl is on the inside, I think. That's crazy. So this guy, John Davidson, put specifically uncensored N-word in his vocab. He's like, oh, it could have been butterflies and flowers. He's like, nah, that one. That one's going to the bank.
Oh, I know what it's like to have intrusive thought.
Do you? Intrusive thoughts. She has intrusive thoughts. Like the thought that maybe a disabled person put the N-word in his vocabulary bank and he's racist. That's a little intrusive, I think. I think that thought intruded her, right?
It's not a Tourette syndrome condition. Yeah. It is a racist condition. That word.
The word itself is a racist condition. I don't think it is.
Word is in John Davidson's bank of vocabulary, and all the Tourettes did was bring it out.
Every single person has that word in their vocabulary because we like Denzel Washington. Do you know what a vocabulary is? It's every single word you know. You hear it in any movie or song, and you're like, why would a white person ever hear this word?
For those of you woeful and willful ignoramus out there, racism does not require intent to be racist. It doesn't.
What the fucking kind of... What the
doesn't
fuck?
require intent
What the fucking shit
to be racist.
does that mean?
Intent.
What does that mean?
Doesn't
How
require
is that possible?
intent
That's retarded.
to be racist.
That's the dumbest
Like,
thing.
I don't intend to be racist.
Racism
Doesn't require intent to be racist. It's just that you are, if you are. And you can't tell. It's like up in the air. Like, that dog's black.
You can't look at a black dog. That's racist.
It doesn't matter. If you meant to be racist, you did it with depraved indifference, or it happened because you have a
It
disability.
doesn't matter if you intend or not.
matter if you
Everything
meant.
you do
Doesn't
is
matter
racist.
at all. Racism.
What the fuck?
I don't intend to be racist.
The racial impact on black people as they watched Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo be racially abused.
I'm watching racial abuse right now. The guy has Tourette's, and because he's white, he's not allowed to have Tourette's.
Racial impact as they watched him be racially abused. Hold on.
The global stage was instant because we all knew exactly what they were thinking.
Wow. Okay, so every black person in the world watched that, and they were like, "This is like watching American History
We
X."
all knew exactly what they were thinking, what they were feeling, why they switched on and kept on moving. We knew what it was. We were in that moment.
Go on.
That impact is freaking racism.
What does that mean?
You want to undermine the racist attack against Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo to make
when I
John
understand it.
Davidson the victim.
No.
Because he's a white man with a disability.
No. I think it would be the disability part, right? So she thinks it's because he's a white man, but I think that maybe some bombastic.
Knew what it was. We were in that moment with that. That impact is freaking racist.
Hold on. This is deep. She's saying some deep stuff here.
For those of you woeful and willful ignoramus out there,
Well, you wouldn't be woeful or willful if you were, listening to someone else talk, especially not this far into the video, by the way. This is a difficult video to get through. Wouldn't be willfully ignorant if you're trying to figure it out.
for those of you woeful and willful ignoramus,
So this next part, I'm just going to skip it because she said this is just for the woeful and willfully ignorant.
it doesn't matter. If you meant to be racist, you did it with depraved indifference.
Okay, so racism is not something that you can mean to do or not.
Oh
So
my God,
it's all just
you're so horrible.
jumbling around in the air like, zeros and ones in the Matrix. It's just racism. So people are demanding that he apologize. They knew the condition when they invited him there. And then so people are like, well, what about for the harm he caused? What? He didn't cause any harm. He said a word. Word doesn't have any power. Doesn't have any meaning when you put none in it because he couldn't control it. This is what's called the oppression Olympics. If you're going to start competing for who gets their feelings hurt the most, millions of people start dying. And I don't know why we're getting into that area right now. So let's not do that.